Hi, thank you for having me again. Since I've gone to York University, the main changes that I've noticed is that I've moved more towards communications as more of my passion. I've taken courses this semester in fake news, journalism, on new emergent communication ideas and I've had really amazing professors who've made me realize that I have more of a passion towards the communications field. I've also had the opportunity to do research with one of my professors on a research project he was doing on fascism and Nazism and the changes in how it was perceived in the news in Toronto before, like when Mussolini was in power and then when he fell, when he lost his power. So there's been a lot of so that's when I realized that was where my passion lies.
So how does media studies work? Like what things that you mentioned seem more like the research reading and then sort of connecting it to communications and media. But you also get hands-on experience to build out stuff, go behind the camera or like write scripts.
Yeah, so you definitely have that opportunity within Glendon as well. So this year within the media studies department, I got a job working for the admissions department as an e-ambassador. So that means that I'm creating content for incoming high school students within Canada and international students about my daily life at Glendon. So those include video snippets, interviews with friends, with faculty members about why they should come to Glendon. So that's given me a lot of insight into like skills I've harnessed are like video editing, content creation, how to capture the right audience on Instagram. So that's been a really exciting job that I've taken on.
So despite having no like specific core or course curriculum related to say digital media, social media marketing, there's something that you've learned on the fly, or has there been some support in terms of
So so my team at the admissions department has definitely been very supportive of us as students by providing us with sessions with different faculty members who do have some sort of area of expertise in editing, video editing, social media. So that's how we've, as a team together, harnessed those skills and worked together. Yeah.
Fine. So give me some insights into things that you noticed worked when you were sort of first starting to post. What are the learning moments about understanding social media marketing and engaging your audiences?
So I think for me, my audience specifically was incoming high school students. So making relatable content for that was like I wanted to focus more on mental health content for them because I felt like during the pandemic, there's so many inner issues that people are facing with regards to their mental health. So I posted a lot of content on easy tips of meditation or easy ways to focus your mind, 5 ways you can do that. And I found the engagement to be really high. I have gotten messages on my Instagram account from incoming, from students thanking me because they're like, they're things that we know, but sometimes we forget about them. So thank you for those small tips and reminders. So that's something that's really exciting that's helped.
Fantastic. And what about the analytics side of social media? How do you sort of analyze what's working, what's not working? How do you tweak? Give some examples of how that happens.
So we usually have like weekly team meetings to see how our posts are doing. And I think right now we're finding out that the right hashtags work. We're also organizing interviews because on the Glendon campus Instagram page, we have over 3,000 followers. So we do Instagram lives and we have those interviews with faculty members, with students, which does help increase engagement. And then we link our pages, our private pages where we're posting the content. That's been some of the ways that we've been working on that.
Fantastic. So in terms of switching gears now about your future careers, how do you sort of bridge your interest in sociology, media and communications to the kind of jobs that you might be seeking? And how's the job search proceeding since you're now in your almost final semester, of college?
I've bridged my passions for sociology and communications by looking at jobs in the corporate social responsibility sector and looking at corporate social responsibility within like media companies. So working on like doing outreach within those companies, or or like that's one of the lines I'm looking at. The other sort of job that I'm looking for is content creation within media companies. So working for a production house and making content for them. So that's, I mean, I know it's like two different areas, but you know, you give what you can get. The job search is definitely time consuming. It takes a lot of effort to streamline your resume, send in those applications. But it's also very exciting because this is the next stage you're getting into after all the studying we've done for the last 10 years. And now I'm looking forward to applying my learnings into the workspace.
I know Canada has so many opportunities in terms of jobs or even internships, things that you're sort of eagerly sort of now venturing into. Also, a very supportive post-study work sort of rules, and then transitioning to maybe perhaps PR if you're interested. Have you started thinking long term? That's and then sort of what are the nitty-gritties of understanding how to live in, say, a country like Canada for a longer term as a graduating student? What do you need to do to plan for this, other than just get the job? But what do you
Yeah.
do? What are the like the legalities and methods of sort of the visa rules? Because it's slightly unclear to me, and maybe it'll help some of the listeners too.
So for me, the visa rules were that I had to go back and extend my study permit since I do have a little bit of my education left before I graduate. So once you extend that study permit, you do have um, 6 months to a year to look for a job after that. And then you apply for a work permit. Once you get that job and your sorry, your company sponsors that work permit once that comes into your hand. So that's how that's how the legalities work. And then of course the normal process will start of applying for a SIN number and making sure that your SIN is valid, since that's your identification number, which will help you in getting the job, your payments and things.